All right, class, happy to see you again. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you, Miss Dr. Eli?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. We have a simple lab exercise for you today, and if you get a chance and be done with that lab exercise, I'd like you to work on your mini assignment one, or if you have done the work, I want you to show me. Let's look at the lab exercise description. I'm going to show you where to find it. So, and then we're gonna give everybody some time to join. Let's see, what did I do? Did I press share? Yes. Your one-on-one meeting times haven't been posted yet, so if you're looking for those, I haven't posted the time because there is a work project that's taking priority over the meetings. We're gonna do them next week. So here is your page. Start here, you go down, you have lab 1. All right, go ahead and download the documents, and then we're going to work on it together. I have worked with Microsoft Project, but not with Google Project Management Tool. We're going to give it a try, and I thought this is because of the locations we are at this time. Maybe easier for everyone to get access to Google Gunter. And let me open one. So go ahead, open lab description, and I'm gonna open it up here. Let's see. I had a trial already. Let's see.
Ma'am, I have a problem. Can I say?
What is the problem?
Yeah, I'm registered through the independent study, and I asked you to give me access for the IT 432 Reginet portal. Yeah, you did access it yesterday night again, but in the morning when I refreshed Reginet again, I lost access again.
Okay, then let me work on this. Okay, whatever assignment you miss, I'll give you extension. I think you're only missing quizzes. I'm gonna post that on your other class website. And for the rest of the semester, I'm gonna work with CTLT to see how they can solve it. So you got back on again last night, and then you lost it again this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll work on it. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll work on it. But right now, the work. Okay, you need the file now because you don't have it. Let me send the file in the chat. Okay, attach a file. Yes, I'm gonna attach the file from Dropbox. Why does it have to be Dropbox? Let me see. Everyone else, if you can start a trial on Google Project Management platform, that would be good. I added the file, Pranavi. Go ahead, download it from the chat. Everyone else who has the same issue, go ahead, download from the chat. Is everybody there? Let me, what am I sharing right now? I don't even know. Let's see. I'm sharing this. Okay, When everybody is here, let me know. This is equivalent of Microsoft projects. So if you done Microsoft project, this should be easy, but there might be differences. So I'm going to use that this semester with your class because of the nature of the connections and different locations that we have. And also this is a free 30-day trial, so it's a good deal. We just need this for the beginning of the semester. So it's an easier way of getting work done. We're going to just try to understand what we talked about last time in class. We talked about PLC, project lifecycle phases, and SDLC, systems development lifecycle phases. And at the end of the class, we were at the point where we discussed the core processes of SDLC and what happens in each of those group of processes. So I'm going to start working here. Can you, Anita, are you here? Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start listing PLC phases. And if you discover things with this tool that may make life easier for us, let us know. It is supposed to be comparable to Microsoft projects, so I'm hoping that we go through this smoothly together. Initiation and no, we're gonna do planning different on the next one. Initiation, planning, analysis, design. Code and test. I'm gonna just try modified waterfall, so it's not anything agile or test driven. So test, deploy, close, and evaluate. Let's see. And in your lab guide, I told you, Kelvin, are you with me or not?
I am with you, Prof.
So you're following the steps?
Yeah, I'm following the steps. I was just trying to log into my phone so that I can be typing and watching you on phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that I can eliminate the back and forth.
Sure, you can minimize the window at the corner and then put your work in another corner. So I have just listed PLC phases. So I'm gonna label them. This is PLC 1 and this is PLC 2. The rest is SDLC. And then I take it from there. So as you notice, we replaced the middle phase of execution with SDLC phases, and this becomes PLC 4, and this is PLC 5. So the middle phase of a PLC was replaced with SDLC phases. The next thing we want to do, make sure this is looking like a modified waterfall. So let's double click on planning, go to predecessors, and say initiation. And you can see here there are different forms of dependencies. Finish to start is the most common form. If you wanted to do a waterfall, you would do finish to start for all of them. So let's try to just keep it finish to start for now. and then we're going to change it to a modified waterfall later. Finish the start means this one has to finish before I can start the current task. So, and no lags. I'm going to save this. Then I'm going to say analysis. Predecessor, what comes before analysis is my planning. I'm going to keep it finished to start for now so that you can see a waterfall before we do it modified waterfall. You can also, because this works with the row numbers, you can just put the row numbers. I'm going to say design depends on analysis, development depends on design, and so on. So I'm just, you can double click or just use the row number. So when you double click, you pick the predecessor like that, and you have a lot more options here. I'm just putting the row numbers to show this one depends on the one before it. So this one depends on 8 and number 10 depends on 9. So I'm gonna look at my Gantt chart and see if we're actually seeing a waterfall. Do you see the waterfall on the right side of my screen, Eric?
Yes, Professor. I can
so
see.
that does look. All right, it looks like a waterfall. Let's change this so the phases can overlap. All right, so I'm gonna go back. Everybody has the waterfall. Let me ask some of you to share your screens because this is the first lab we're doing together. I wanna make sure everybody is. Go ahead, Shivani, share with me what you have. Let me stop sharing so that you can share. You're muted.
Ma'am, I will be rotating my camera because I'm using my laptop for the lab and I'm using tab for class. Yeah.
Go ahead. Good. So you have the waterfall. Let's see. Jonathan, show me. All right, so you have the waterfall as well. Perfect. Pranavi, can you show me?
Ma'am, I can't access the lab, ma'am.
You can't what?
I can't access the lab from the file you posted, ma'am.
Okay, let me just attach and send you via email. You did you tell that to me and I missed that?
No, I did download the file, but I can't access that ganter.com.
Why?
It says it's not registered.
Can you show me? There is a 30 days free trial. Can you show me what you're doing?
Also, I think I was experiencing the same, but it just worked. I tried a different computer and it just worked.
Okay. Show me if you have a chance, Pranavi. Go ahead, Matthew. Show me your screen.
Sure.
So everybody has the waterfall, almost everybody. Thank you. Pranavi, can you show me what's not working with Ganter? No?
Oh, so sorry, Professor. I'm not sure. Like, after we go to the
Start your free trial.
yeah, and start your free. Oh.
Yeah, Gmail. Pick the Gmail because that helps you save the file on your. Pick the middle one. Middle one. Yes.
Yeah.
You have a Gmail, yes?
Yes.
And then you can log in and access it, or you're already logged in. Go ahead, visit website on the top right corner.
A visit website.
Just keep in mind, this is a graduate course. You can just unmute yourself, talk at any time, and ask me questions if you're not up to speed with what we're doing in the class. And then go ahead, log in with one of your accounts. What is it, you? But you have the account of your friend?
Yeah, I got allow Is that?
Sure. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my screen and change this to a modified waterfall. Anybody can guess how we're changing it? We're changing, go ahead.
By changing the procedure number.
Exactly. Exactly. Oof. Let me see where my, okay, here. Sorry, I'm losing track of the number of screens I have open here. Okay, I'm back, I think. By changing the dependencies, good job, Shivani. So let's change the dependencies. We're gonna say planning can start with initiation and give it some lag. How many days after initiation has started? Let's give it 2 weeks. So, and then you see if you can, and obviously we have to change the duration too. Here, right here, I'm gonna change the duration as well. Let's say this is initiation, we're gonna take 5 weeks.
I think we are not able to see what you are doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is how I changed it. I changed my initiation to 35 days and I double click on planning, change the predecessor, the type of dependency to start, meaning that they can start with a lag, and that's 14 days of lag. And the way it shows up on my Gantt chart is that here they are, and maybe I have to zoom in. They are start to start and they can happen at the same time. The duration have to be updated for you to see the more logical version of the schedule. So I'm gonna stay here, change the duration. I'm gonna say this one, planning takes 6 weeks and 6 days, 6 weeks, 42 days. And this one, analysis, maybe I spend 4 weeks. Maybe I spend on design another 32 days. I do my development in 12, less than 12 weeks. And coding, that was coding or development. Okay, then I have extra. So development and coding, I didn't need both of them. Let's see. If you have development and coding like I do, just one of them because they are the same.
Man, just we can cut it from, yeah.
Yep. And changing the days. Just hypothetical days for now. This doesn't need to be real days because you don't have a project context yet, but you will be working with real projects soon. So deployment, I'm gonna give it 14 days. I'm gonna give closing maybe 10 days and evaluation maybe 7 days. Then I'm gonna go from the top and do the predecessors. As you see, in the past, we had analysis depend on planning, but the type of dependency is finished to start, meaning that it has to be done. The planning has to be done before I do analysis. But here I'm gonna say that they can start at the same time, but I need some lag. Or if you don't need any lag, don't add a lag. But A lag would make it closer to what we call a modified waterfall. There is still a sequence, but there is also overlap. So I'm going to give it 14 days of lag. I'm going to go to design, and I'm going to change the type of dependency to start. And I'm going to say my design. I'm probably waiting 3 weeks before I start design. Development.
It took a start to finish. Is that okay?
It should be start to start. Did I do start to finish?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. For this one, this development and design, I don't think it's a good idea for us to start at the same time. Give some lag.
I'm getting an error on.
Which one?
When I click to save planning, assignment of task planning PLC2 as predecessor of task planning PLC2 causes a planning cycle and cannot be done.
So you can make the task a predecessor for itself. If you're specifying predecessor for planning, it should be something else. What row are you on? Go ahead, share your screen.
All right, yeah, because I think I got a little lost when you did the first initiating one. Let me see.
Okay, let me save my file or rename my file, and then I'll let you show your screen. Go ahead. So show me what you're doing and it's not working.
All right, so I clicked on planning. And then when I come in here, you say I shouldn't be clicking this planning, I should be clicking initiating.
Exactly. So you wouldn't depend a task on itself, it would depend on something else.
And this one was start to finish?
Right now we're doing start to start with a lag. So start to start with a few days of lag.
3 days, 4 days.
Any days that you like.
All right, now so when I click on analysis, then I would check planning.
Exactly, because this phase depends on the one before it.
All right.
All right, perfect. Okay, so let me go back to my document. If I
was the dependency on that finish to start, or all of them start to finish?
We're doing right now start to start because we're doing modified waterfall, but you can mix and match. If it makes sense for you, for example, if you're gonna say, I'm gonna finish testing before deploy, we can do that. I'm gonna do that for you to see. All of them don't have to follow the same rule. So I'm gonna say test and development, they can start together with a few days of delay. As soon as I write some code, I wait 5 days and I start coding. And for deployment, we're going to keep it finished to start. And that's how, Daniel, it could be mix and match of the form of dependencies. We're going to keep deployments as is, closing.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can see what you're doing.
Oh, you're not? Oh my God. Sorry. Let's see. Not yet. What's happening? Let me try again. Let me try again. Gunter. I don't even have it here. Let me close some of the files, so maybe that helps. This one is on, and now I want to share it. Here, I think I found. Oh no. Is this the right screen? Do you see it? No. You're sharing in plus. No. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. No, that's not the right screen. Do you see it now? Yes?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the only step that we did is testing and development. I changed it start with 5 days of lag. And I kept deployment on testing, finish to start. So we didn't make that overlap with the previous phase. Closing to deployment, I can keep that finish to start or make it start to start with 7 days of delay. Evaluation, I'm going to keep it finish to start to closing. And then I will go back. And this is how a modified waterfall looks like. So as you see now, the phases, they actually overlap. This one, testing probably shouldn't take that. The numbers should be logical. So I'm going to go back to Gantt chart. If my testing is lasting, my coding is lasting till July 14th, I have to extend the testing till then. So 84. As long as the numbers are logical, if they're hypothetical, that's okay. So this is a hypothetical project. It shows a modified waterfall approach, and it shows durations on the Gantt chart and dependencies. So what we played with is the form of dependencies. It finished to a start, which is in most cases the default, or is it a start to start? The type of dependency could be because of two reasons. Maybe you need outcomes from another phase, or maybe it's because you need resources that are busy working on the tasks in other phases. So I want some of you to show your Gantt chart to me. By looking at the Gantt chart, I get a sense of your approach to SDLC, and I get a sense of how you've done your dependencies. And then we're gonna go talk about deliverables and what we're gonna do in analysis and design phases. So who is ready to share?
I'm sharing.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but I have to share it like this.
Oh, you're sharing like, okay, it's a modified waterfall approach. It's Shivani. Shivani, one thing that we want to make sure it's there is the logical representation of the phases. And I made a tweak in my WBS. You need to do the same. Testing should not end before development ends. So play with those numbers, make sure they're logical.
Okay.
Testing shouldn't end before the coding ends. Maybe we should have done the dependency finish to finish.
For testing.
Yep.
Okay.
So go ahead, play with those and show me again. Who is ready to show?
I can share.
Go ahead. Who is sharing right now?
Matthew.
Matthew, you have the waterfall. Perfect. Can you zoom out a little bit so I see the whole picture?
Let's see.
Perfect. Yep, some of the phases are overlapping, and this is good logical, and your coding is extended, so it covers all days of, or testing is extended to cover all days of coding. Who is going to show next? Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you.
Prof, I could show mine, but it did not come as expected. Maybe I lost some steps while I was trying to connect the Zoom via phone.
Go
So
ahead,
maybe I
show
can
me.
share and you correct me.
Yes, go ahead, screen share. So you have, oh.
So I don't know, there are some steps I missed because
Yep,
I was trying to set
you
up
just
my
need to
phone.
add dependencies. So go ahead, add all the dependencies. For instance, right now your deployment is a standalone. Your testing is a standalone. Just double click and add the dependencies. Double click and go to predecessor, add the dependency.
Okay.
So deployment or development depends on design. Testing depends on development. Go ahead, add all of those. Who wants to show me?
Okay. Thank you, Prof.
You're welcome. Just add the dependencies. Who is next?
I can share mine next. I'm going to have to.
But you've already shown. That looked okay.
Yeah, how did Matt or the other person get theirs to go down? Right now, all my lines are like way long.
That's just zooming in, zooming out.
Okay.
Who is going to show next? Manasa, are you going to show next?
I'm still working on that.
You're still working?
Yeah, Professor, mine wasn't working, but I think I'm able to access the page now. So I just started.
Are you going to share?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I have changed the testing duration to 100 days. So now it's looking fine.
Perfect. Great. Okay. So this is who, Eric?
Yes, please. Yes, Eric.
So Eric, I'm going to ask you to give me control, and I'm going to show you something quickly. I think the 2 steps that you've missed. Did you give me control?
Yes, please.
So here, you're going to click on each task.
Okay.
And add what comes before it. I just clicked on planning. I'm going to say planning depends on initiation. What form of dependency? I'm going to go start to start. They can start together, but one has to wait a few days before can get started after the other has started. So I'm going to add that, and I'm going to add durations. So I'm going to say my initiation maybe takes 5 weeks and so on. So you're going to add duration information and dependencies, and then you're going to create a modified waterfall model like ours by doing those steps. So right now I'm saying analysis depends on planning.
Okay.
And I'm going to say,
Okay.
It's a start to start. They can start together, but the other one, the second one, has to wait a few days. Let's say this is up to you. You're going to work with numbers to make your schedule logical. It's not a real one, but it must be a logical one. So I'll let you work on that, and I'm going to add a few more detail on my version. So class, as we said, our goal here is to focus on analysis and design. Okay, So I'm gonna add a little bit of information on what we're gonna do during analysis and design. So I'm gonna expand analysis, go ahead, add below a task. So the first thing I'm gonna do, ask you to practice next Wednesday, create use case diagram, or write user stories. So I'm gonna ask you to do both of that on Wednesday next week. So, and then how do I say that this is one below that? I'm gonna indent it. So I'm gonna say this is an activity related to analysis. So in this class, we're gonna focus on analysis during the first 6 weeks and then design during the next ones. Create use case diagrams. And write user stories. Are you with me?
Can you please repeat that, ma'am? Under the analysis, how did you get that?
So you stay on analysis. Let's say you stay here. Let me stay on anywhere you want to add a task.
Okay.
No, not here. You go to action, insert task below or above. You write your task, and then you're gonna indent it. Look at this option. Go to action, indent, or just do it on the bar here, indent. So we're gonna create use case diagrams or write user stories. This is in general, but for your class, we're gonna do both of them. So I'm gonna say and. The next thing we wanna do is we want to create domain model or data model. Create data models. Specifically, you're gonna create domain model class diagram. Okay. That's the next set of diagram that you're gonna create. And the next thing I'm gonna add a task is to create process models. So maybe I change the first task so you understand the parallel among them. Create requirement models is the first one. Then you're gonna create data models or domain models. The next one, and you're gonna create process models, and we're gonna focus on activity diagrams and system sequence diagram. And then I'm gonna ask you to engage in some reverse engineering. I'm gonna add that here. Reverse engineer current codes, current applications to discover their design. Let me be more specific. Design of requirements, data, and processes. And then you're gonna work on your own project. So I'm gonna stay here. Action. Insert above. Complete course. So this is for you. This is in this class what we're gonna do related to analysis. In general, what people do for analysis, they do requirements modeling, data modeling, process modeling, and then convey everything to the stakeholders and get approval. So I'm gonna add a week for H3. So I'm gonna put 7 days for the first 3 activities. And then we have 6 weeks. I'm going to put another 7 for the other 2. But your project actually would be started earlier on during the semester. So I'm going to go ahead. Do you have this lower level of hierarchy? Everybody has all these activities related to analysis listed? Yes, Anita, share your screen. Perfect. So you would assign duration. Perfect. You have it. Good. Anybody has any questions? Anybody wants to stop me? No? So go ahead.
Prof, I wanted to know on how you are able to enter new items into the worksheet.
So you stay here. Let's say you stay on this row. You go to the menu actions. Do you see the menu bar actions?
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Insert above or insert below, depending on where you want to insert a task.
Okay, I see.
Okay, any other questions?
Sorry, just a basic question, ma'am. So on the calendar where we actually see the projections, so I can see the dates being given for the whole month. How do I actually overlap it just to show month-wise, Jan, Feb, March, like how you are seeing?
Where do you want to see the months? Show me your screen and I'll look at it.
Can you see that?
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah.
Where do you want to show it? Where do you want to change the dates? I don't see it.
I want it to be shown as Jan, Feb, March.
You want to change the format of the date?
Yeah, just the format, yes. As quarter. Yeah, as quarter.
So in Microsoft Project, we would be able to do the format. In here, I let you discover and let me know, okay?
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure how I do it here, but we should be able to figure it out. On Microsoft Project, that's just a date format. So I'm going to add dependencies to these lower level activities that I just added. Double click on my task, which was creating which one of them I double clicked on? Creating domain models. It happens after you create your requirement models. This is just a sequential process we're going to follow. And then creating process models happens after the data models. Your reverse engineering work will happen after the process models, and your course project will happen after the other one. So I created a sequence for the list of activities that we have in front of you. Durations have been listed. This is a simple finish to start, and then we're going to look at here. Yep, a simple waterfall. It doesn't have to be waterfall in general, but for the purpose of this course, we're doing it waterfall. But in general, you can do it. So if you wanted to do domain model as soon as we start requirement modeling, you can do that. And I let you do that if you wanted to. Because some of you, or in the past, some of my colleagues, some of my students, they need to have data models before they do anything else. So this is one way of doing things. It's not the only way. And then we're going to talk about design later. Everybody has a complete schedule here, and you're going to label it 432 lab 1. I want to see what you have, and then we're going to go to your mini assignment 1. Those of you who have finished it, we're going to watch what you've done. So everybody has the things we talked about. Manasa, you have everything?
Yes.
Can you show me?
Yeah.
Very quickly, are you screen sharing, Manasa?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Just taking some time.
It doesn't show on our site. Okay, I'm gonna go to Anita until you're ready. Anita, go ahead. Share your screen. Show me what you have. Okay, done. All right, go. Okay, perfect. So I keep track of your work, and by showing the work here, you get credit. So you don't have to submit this, but keep it. And Anita, make sure your name appears at the top. So later, if you share the link with me, which I will want, I would know who is this from. Go ahead, Daniel, share your latest version. Do you have it? Can I see your, okay, perfect. Change the duration. Each one of them will take 7 days. So change the duration. The duration shouldn't have question marks in front of them.
Duration 7 days for initiation planning, all of that?
No, for the subtasks, for the 5
Oh,
subtasks.
okay, yeah, all right, yeah, okay.
Okay, perfect. Matthew, you're next. Share.
Okay.
Can you share your Gantt chart with me? Perfect, because that's easier for me to know what you've been doing. Perfect, done. Go ahead, show Kelvin, what do you have?
Okay.
So you're still behind. I'll get back to your case. Let's go to, I'm gonna come back to you and show you a few steps again. Eric, where are you?
Professor, I'm still on. Let me share. So on changing the duration days. Changing the duration days.
Okay, can you go? Can you save this and show me what you have so far?
Okay. So
you can change the duration right on the worksheet. Save and show me what you have. Show me your Gantt chart on the right. You don't have the activities or sub-activities added yet.
still on 22.
I don't see it. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Just close that window. Suggest an assist window. Zoom out. Can I get control and see what you're doing?
Yes, please.
So you have to, and zoom, where is zoom out for you? Here. Okay, it looks like a waterfall. You need to add activities under analysis. So you're gonna stay here.
Okay.
Go to actions, insert above, and then add those activities that we just insert a few. Add those activities that we have added, okay?
Okay, Professor.
All right, work on that.
Thank
you have
you.
the waterfall.
Thank you.
Sure. So Kelvin, was that you we were showing right now?
Yeah, I don't know where my diagram has disappeared to because I'm unable to find it.
Okay, you're working. Okay, we go.
So,
Okay.
I
Yes.
don't know.
so Professor, so the activities, doesn't it go with the analysis?
Here, look at them. Let me show you mine.
Okay.
Here. These 4 activities: create requirements model, domain models, process models, reverse engineer, and complete the project. You're going to add those as under analysis.
Okay.
Lance, show me what you have.
All right. That's what I got so far.
Perfect. So you have, so those estimation for the days, just remove the question mark, but making them final. So enter for the duration. See, when they have question mark, it means that they're not final.
Where do I
Just remove it there.
Oh, I see.
Or you just remove it from that. So
I see.
that
So
you
I
have
just
made them final. Perfect. Good job.
Okay.
So you have everything. Let's go to Kavitha. What do you have? You're muted, but you share your, okay, I'll see you have it. I'll send a link of it, share, if we can share on the free trial.
Can you see this, ma'am?
It's hard to see. Go ahead, share the link on the chat.
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Prof.
Let me go to another student and I'll come back to you. So Aisha, go ahead. Shivani, I've seen yours. You're done, yes?
Hi, Dr. Javadi. I'm just lagging behind a little bit.
Pending, ma'am.
Part.
Okay, sure. You have to make your durations final. So I shall look at this here.
Yeah.
Let me show you my version.
Okay.
And then we look at yours again.
Okay.
So class, there are phases, PLC 1, PLC 2, and then we're coming to SDLC 1. Okay. And this is creating requirements models, creating domain models, creating process models, and reverse engineer project. One thing you want to make sure those days are final, no question mark appears in front of them. Also for the dependencies, we did a combination of finish to start and start to start. It's an overlapped, modified waterfall approach to SDLC. Let's see who is next. Who can show me their project? Shivani, I've seen yours. You're good.
Yes, sir. Can I show mine? Actually, I had issues with Zoom till now.
Go ahead, Manasa. Share.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, you don't have dependencies for the tasks.
Oh, okay.
Look, they appear at boxes. They are not depending on each other. Change that.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
These 5. Okay, fix that. Show me again.
Okay.
Who's sharing next? Remember, for you to get credit, I need to see that you've done the work.
I can share.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Jonathan. Is that Jonathan?
Yes.
Go ahead. Perfect. You have everything but modified waterfall here and waterfall for our class activities. You did domain model and requirements model start to start. Perfect. Who's next?
I can share it.
Go ahead, share. Perfect. You have the waterfall, modified waterfall and the waterfall here. Perfect. Good. Who's next? Churchill, are you ready?
Professor, I just sent the link on your email. Is that okay?
Or
Here.
I'll check my email later. Yes, you're okay. Who's next? Pranav. Matthew, are you ready to show?
I believe I already showed it to you, but did you want to see it again?
Okay. No. If you've shown, did you add the other activities, the 5 new ones?
Yes.
Sure, then we're good.
Okay.
I have Pranav, Churchill, who haven't shown yet. Kelvin and okay.
Professor.
1 more minute, and then we're gonna go to your mini assignment 1 to see who is ready to talk about that.
Professor, I
Pranav,
wanted to ask a question, please.
go ahead. Let's go after Pranav.
Then putting in the 5 stuff, I need to change the days.
Select them, select. Okay, indent. Go to the top menu. No, not there. You can do it there too. Go to the top menu. There is an arrow to the right. Click on that arrow. No, just the bar at the top. Here, let me get control and show you.
Okay.
Here, you're staying there. Here.
Okay.
It's not work here.
Oh, okay.
You do the same there.
Okay.
Okay. Pranav, go ahead, show what you have. Are you ready, Pranav? Okay, perfect. A few empty rows. Why do you have those empty rows? Remove them. Yeah, just press X at the top. It removes them. Yep. Yeah, clean up and ice. All right, it looks good. You don't have dependencies for the 5 activities. And all your days are question marked. They're not final. So you have to finalize the duration, finalize the durations, then add dependency to those 5, okay? I need to see dependency. Double click, add dependencies. So we do data models after, process models after data models. Double click, add predecessors there. So they're not showing it. Okay, perfect. Yep. Yeah, add. No, not initiation. So creating data model depends on, you have 2 creating data models. The first one is create requirements models. So row number 4 is requirements models, and they all go sequentially. Okay, I'm gonna show you mine again. See here, class, they go sequential. Look at my Gantt chart, they go one at a time. Requirements model, data models, process models, one at a time. And then reverse engineering and project. Make sure they are connected. They wouldn't be showing up as bars here. All right, I'm gonna switch gears now. Ask some of you who have explored during my model. I wanna ask you, what have you seen? What have you learned? Who wants to talk about their mini assignment 1? Let me go back, see who have submitted already. Who wants to talk about their mini assignment 1? I know some of you have been exploring, you've been asking me questions. Who has done any work for the mini assignment 1? Nobody has.
Yes, I did. I found a UML diagram, and it was a basic UML diagram, 3 classes.
Let me share it with the class so they see what you have. Good job, Daniel and Matthew. You both have done the work. Okay, so what we have here is what Daniel has been exploring on GenMy model. Okay, let us know a little bit more about this.
So it looks like we have 3 classes: customer, random hint game, and users. It's just the standard UMLs with the plus sign indicating that they're public variables and public methods.
Yes.
Then it has the names and then the types of the top part is the variables, bottom part is the methods. I couldn't remember exactly what the arrows are. So that means they are a part of customer and a part of customer.
It shows inheritance hierarchy, a triangle like this.
Okay.
Okay. But can you trust that people really use this triangle for that purpose? That's another question.
Yeah, that's
but
why
it seems like it seems like they are doing that. So they have users, subclass of customer, and random hint game subclass of customer. So it should be a superclass subclass thing. What did you notice that could be improved?
I put users could be capitalized just to go along with the naming convention that classes are usually capitalized.
Okay, good point. So there is not consistency in naming. There are different ways of naming. You do camelback or you do capitalization. It's up to you, but you have to be consistent. Good point, Daniel. Good job completing your assignment. Matthew, your name is there. Your assignment is not there. What were you thinking about to post? Do you want to talk about it?
I was actually going through it right now as you were checking through some. I was looking at some of the flow charts that they have on GenMy. I don't know if be able to
As you go through the charts, if you pick a UML diagram, that would be more useful for the purpose of this class. I'll let you post about any of the charts that you see and you find interesting. But I would prefer a UML chart if you can analyze them. Anybody else has been exploring my GenMy model? Do you know how it works? Matthew, Daniel, have you tried working with it?
Tried working with it.
I've just clicked on it and then copied that over. I haven't worked with it yet.
You haven't worked with the... Okay, let me show everyone how, because we're going to need that for Wednesday, and I hope that we have a smoother jump into our lab exercise. So here, this is GenMy model. I usually do with a Google+. You can do either Google+ or GitHub. It's up to you. So if you have both accounts, it's up to you which one do you want to use. And then you come here, you create a new project.
Any other way?
And I'm going to create a UML project, a blank project. And maybe I call it 432. I don't remember what naming limits they have. So that's it. Yep. I keep it public. Oh. Okay, I remember they don't have underscore, I think. So open in editor. And then here we're going to add the diagrams that we need to add. So because I said I want to create a class diagram, it started with a class diagram. I get all the notations here. Daniel, did you notice this is the triangle, the blank one, the clear triangle that shows inheritance hierarchy. So here, what Daniel had discovered. So that was customer as a class. That's a piece of data, a thing that your system cares to keep track of. And then they had random int games, and then they had users. This is again a tool that we're using to make sure everybody can access. So this is an open platform. They had users. And we're hoping it makes modeling easier for us. That's the advantage. What's the disadvantage? Which is actually not a very small disadvantage. You cannot collaborate on the same model. So if your team members, they work on something, you're gonna other way around. So they work on something, they have to share the file, and you're gonna open and create your own version. So this was what Daniel showed us. So as you look at other people's work, and you play with the platform, just keep in mind that this is going to be your file. It's public. Other people can see it and have a copy of it, but they cannot change the same copy that you have. So the way the group project would work in this class would be you create your latest version, you send it to your friend, they do the extra work on your version. This is a class diagram. As Daniel said, there are two places you can add attributes or you can add methods. Yes, so a class has two sections, attributes and methods. This is the data modeling part of your class, and it happens after we do our domain modeling, our requirements modeling. Let's create a requirement model, a use case diagram. Excuse me. See, I see a new tab here now as use case diagram. I go to the use case tab here and I add my package, the actor, the use cases, and the kind of association I create between use cases and actors. Let's see. Let's say this is the live game. It's coming up with a package, and join the game is a feature that users can access. Join a current game. Who can access that feature? Any user of the system, or as they call it in Daniel's case, a customer, or anybody has an account. So I'm going to just stay consistent with that example that Daniel shared. So a customer can join a game. And let's say the customer, as Daniel's example was suggesting, there are two different types of them. And some types can do some things, and sometimes some other ones can do some other unique things. So the way you can do that in your use case diagram, you can say customer in general can join a current game. Let's say some of them can do other things. So, but only a user can do this. Give me a use case. Give me a feature of the system Daniel, give me a feature of a system that only
I think one of them was end the game.
any user can do that.
Could end the game, yeah.
Okay. So let's say end the game unilaterally. Is that how they do it? I'm not a gamer. And then only this specific type of customer can do that. Let's say there is another, we have an admin. Maybe they can do something that no user can do, no customer can do. Give me a use case.
Create a game. The admin person can create the game.
So use cases, good job. Here. Use cases, they show features of the system we call functional requirements. And the model that we use to document those is a use case diagram. It's a very simple diagram. If you have seen it before, you know it's simple. If you haven't seen it before, don't get confused. The box is automation boundary. What happens is inside is done by the system, and the actors, they show different groups of stakeholders who do some work with your system. So in this case, customers can all join a current game. Only users can get the game, can end the game, and the admin is the only group of users can create a game. So this is a prelude to what we'll be doing next Wednesday. I hope you do work on your mini assignment 1, like Daniel has done. Follow his example. I think he did a really good job. Let me share his example again. So it's simpler than what you think. So you pick a diagram, you analyze it in a brief statement, and then you suggest improvement. In case of Daniel, he suggested naming protocol violations, and then he suggested ways for improving. So mini assignment 1, do your readings, be ready to talk about requirements models. You have seen them before or you haven't. This is an easier part of analysis, okay? Any questions for me?
Prof, I have been able to refresh my computer and I can go ahead and show my work.
Go ahead, show your work. Anybody else, if you have any question, I'm here. If not, enjoy your long weekend.
Ma'am,
Yes.
when is the last day to submit the assignment 1? Like the
Sunday at midnight.
Sunday. Okay.
Yes. If
Can
I
I say a
one which
real
we are
quick
doing
thing?
right now.
What?
Yeah. The
Can I
assignment
say,
which we. Okay, sorry.
Go, Daniel.
okay, on that model diagram I found, when you first click in there, you have a choice to click like, several hundred diagrams. They all kind of look the same at the beginning, but once you click on one of them, that new UML diagram pops up. Okay, I didn't know that at first, and I thought, they all look the same. They all look like project and user, like 2 UML diagrams. When you click on that, the class diagrams come up.
Perfect.
Okay. Hopefully that'll be helpful. Okay.
That's great. Thank you for that.
That will be helpful. Because even I was like, only these small boxes are there, then nothing else is there. But when you open that, there are multiple classes inside that. So that was a new discovery for me as well.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Ma'am, do we need to submit the sheet that which we created right now?
No, when I see yours and I say it's good, it's good. So you're good. I have your names and you're going to get credit for it. Take care, everyone. If you have questions, I'm here while I'm looking at, put your name at the top. Is that Kelvin's or Eric's?
Kelvin.
Kelvin, go back to your task sheet. It looks good here. Go back to your task sheet.
Oh, well.
Just drag that line. Yeah, there is a line. Okay, there is a line. Just drag it to the right. There is a separator line, vertical.
Oh, vertical. That one I'm dragging, that's at the end. I don't know what's wrong with my work.
No, let me ask
structure.
for control. See if you can give me control. Here, that's what I meant.
Oh, Oh, okay, okay.
So what is this here? Fixed units, fixed duration. This is a new platform I'm also adopting because we want to be flexible with the, so all these durations should be final, okay? They're not final yet. So you have to work on these to make them final, show the actual days that you want them to take. And analysis shouldn't be here at this level. It should go one layer back. Or the other ones should go one layer down. So here, this is still not complete. Do you notice that? We had 5 tasks. You have 3. Then project was next.
Okay.
And we had requirements models at the beginning. So you have to add that at the top. But you're improving. So this is a good start. Good job. Who was that? Eric, where is yours?
Yeah, Professor, I can share.
Yes, go ahead, share. Anybody else who have already shown me their work, you're free
Professor,
to go.
can I please have access to share?
Yeah, go ahead, share it. Anybody who has submitted already, you are free to go and you get credit for your work.
Ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, take care.
Professor, this is what I have so far.
Perfect, it looks good. Just, yeah, it looks good. It's good, you're done.
Okay.
Eric, you're done. Who else hasn't shown me?
So
I'm Pranavi and I have not shown my work yet.
Yeah, you haven't.
I just couldn't do with you, so I'm lagging behind and I'm stuck at a place and I can't figure out
Looks
what to
good.
do next.
Looks good. Good job. Who else?
Professor, please, I wanted to know how I should submit.
You just showed me that submission. Just keep the file safe. Don't destroy it. Who else is Churchill? Did you show?
Ma'am,
Go ahead.
This is Anita. I just want to ask you, do I need to send you my lab, my file link?
No. No, I couldn't see one of your students, one of your classmates submission. For that person, I needed a link. For you, I have seen it. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Professor,
Bye,
sorry, one last thing. Sorry, I just. Sorry.
Kavita, what did happen to you?
I just sent the link on the chat, Professor, if you could
Perfect.
please.
Good. I got it. I opened it.
I'm not able to connect the under analysis. I'm not able to connect those 3 things. If you can see, that is where
Go ahead.
I'm.
Screen share. That's faster.
Hello, Professor.
Bye. Take care.
Hello.
Go ahead. Share, Kavita.
Yeah, hello. This is Churchill.
Churchill, you want to share?
Yeah, I lost everything. My system, everything just frozen.
Oh, are you gonna work on it? And
yes, I'm gonna work on it this evening. I don't know. It's past midnight here, but I'll be able to watch all the videos and get it done and send you the link.
Okay, perfect.
Professor, sorry, if you can open the link that I sent, I'm not able to share my screen. I just wanted one clarification. I'm not able to connect analysis. The create ones under analysis. If you can just guide me there.
Let me get the link on my Chrome.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
I opened it in my Edge, or it automatically opened on Edge. All right.
Professor, I need to show. I think you asked me to show again.
Okay. Whose work? There are 2 works that have been shared with me.
Kavita here. Check.
It's empty. One of them is empty.
Which is empty, sorry?
It doesn't, oh, here. This is mine. This is, can you put your name in the file so when I open it, I recognize it's yours? The one that I'm seeing here, it's empty.
Okay.
Let me double check that it's, let me just stay on Microsoft Edge and see if it's working. Here, this is what happens. I couldn't find it in Chrome either. Let's see if it opens up. What's your question? Anybody has any question? I'm leaving in 1 minute.
Professor.
Yeah. Again, I'm Manasa.
Okay.
Do I need to show again? You asked me to show.
No. No. If I said you're okay, you're okay.
Ma'am, I'm Pranavi.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, I'm lagging behind. Can I just work on it and send you by tonight?
Yeah, by midnight is okay. Hey, Kavita, I can't see yours here.
Okay.
It's not working. So send me a screenshot of it when you're done. Why are you not able to add dependencies? What's happening?
Under analysis, I've actually tried. It looks like this, Professor. So if you can see here, I do not see the connection.
Looks like what? Explain in words because I don't see your screen. Looks like what?
Under the analysis, we have create use case diagram or write user stories, right? I do not have a connection between analysis box and the create use case diagram box.
That's okay. That's a phase. These are activities. So you're saying there is no connection here?
Yeah, there is no line connection here.
Here, line between this and this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a line there. That's okay.
Okay, perfect. Fine, ma'am. Then I'll save this and I'll send it. Yeah.
You don't have to send. I'm okay. Yes.
Sorry,
You're okay with it? Okay.
I just want to check with you once, ma'am. I tried to log into the Zoom check-in for 5 minutes session.
Zoom check-in times have not been posted yet. I will post the time.
Okay.
It will be next week. This week there were some other things that took priority. Okay. I'll post the times. I'll send all of you an email to sign up.
Okay. I just want to check.
Thanks so much. Take care.